Okay, today we are doing lesson 20, which is a review of measurements. Okay, so pause and go to page 37. Okay, so in part 1, you're going to mark all of the circles of ones that are not true. Ones that are not true. Okay, so for example, part A, 5,280 feet equals 1 mile. That is true, so we're going to leave it blank. But part B, 24 minutes equals 1 hour. That's not true because 60 minutes equals an hour. So we're going to bubble that one in. Okay? So pause and do C through O by yourself and bubble in the ones that are not true. And then come back and I'll go over the answers with you. Okay, you should have bubbled in C because that's not true. E, F, I, K, and O. Those are all the ones not true. Okay, so make sure you have that correct. Then for part 2, you are going to write the abbreviations for all of the measurements. So for example, letter A, yard would be YD. Meter would be M, and mile would be MI. Okay, so pause and see if you can do D through O by yourself, and then come back and I'll go over the answers with you. Okay, ounce should be OZ. Year, YR. Kilogram, KG. Ton is T. Foot, FT. Gallon, GAL. Hour, HR. Inch, IN. Centimeter, CM. Liter is a capital L. Minute, MIN. And pound is LB. Okay, make sure you have all those correct. All right, and then on part 3, in each box, you are going to number from 1 to 6 the measurements from least to greatest. Okay, so in the purple box, they started for you. Out of all of those, the smallest is a milligram. Then the next smallest is a gram. Then an ounce. And then next would be a pound. And then a kilogram. And then a ton. Okay, so once you get that written down, I want you to pause and try to do the green box and the yellow box by yourself. And then come back and I'll go over it with you. Okay, so the green box, they started for you. The smallest is 1 cup. Or the smallest is a cup. Sorry, that's number 1. And then the second smallest is a pint. Then a quart. Then a liter. A gallon. And a kiloliter. All right, the yellow box, the smallest is a millimeter. And then a centimeter. Then an inch, then a foot, then a yard, and a meter. Okay, so make sure you have all those correct. Then on part 4, you're going to write the metric prefixes for each of these. So 1,000 meters would be a kilometer. A tenth of a meter would be a decimeter. 100 meters would be a hectometer. 1/100th of a meter would be a centimeter. 10 meters would be a decameter. And 1/1000th of a meter is a millimeter. Okay, so make sure you have all of those correct. All right, we are going to skip these word problems up here for today. Okay, you don't have to do those parts. And we're going to go to part 6. Okay, part 6, you are dividing these numbers. So pause and divide, and then come back and I'll go over the answers with you. Okay, letter A is 532. Letter B, 2,434. And C, 466, remainder 8. Okay, then pause and do part 7 where you are multiplying, and come back and I'll go over the answers with you. Part A, you should have gotten 45,892. For B, you should have gotten $426.65. C, 178,092. D, 384. And E, $986.65. Okay, and then on part 8, you are going to figure out if you need to add, subtract, multiply, or divide in each of these. So for example, part A, 6 plus 14 would give me 20. Part B, 28 divided by 7 equals 4. So go pause and try to do C through L by yourself, and then come back and I'll go over the answers with you. Okay, part C, you should have minus. D is times. E minus. F divided. G divide. H plus. I times. J minus. K times. And L divide. Okay, and then your last part. So you're going to work out each of these and see if the answers are correct. If the answer is wrong, you're going to circle it. And you can write the correct answers if you want to, but you don't have to do that part. I just want you to circle it if it's wrong. So pause and do these, and then come back and I'll go over the answers with you. Okay, so the wrong answers that you should have circled are A, B, and D. And then all you have left is your lesson 20 homework. And then you are done.